Okay, more Olympic drama we gotta discuss it with Canada women. So right now we're recording this before the U.S. women's game,
right?
Just so we're obviously not gonna be able to talk about it because there's not much that they're playing. Who are they playing? What am I?
Zambia.
Zambia.
Yeah,
I think that's who they're playing.
They
first.
are because they're playing Barbara Banda.
Got it. Okay, so we won't be able to talk about the game, but we have to talk about Canada and New Zealand. The women's sides that got into again a lot of drama before.
I do want everyone to know though. Riley, I forget her
Ali Riley.
Ali Riley is out. Who's their best player?
Injury.
And they won their first ever World Cup match in the last Women's World Cup, first ever in history.
Yes.
Just to give you an idea of what the level of the New Zealand team is.
Right.
Before you explain what happened.
Nobody's necessarily expecting
Canada, who won the Olympics last.
Gold medalist.
Yeah,
yes.
who won the Olympics. Exactly.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Gold medalist. They should be able to beat the New Zealand team. Not easily, but without anything suspicious.
Exactly. And what ended up happening was two staff members for the Canadian women's soccer team were sent home after it was discovered that one of the staff members was flying a drone over the New Zealand training.
Right.
And so basically the guy that was flying the drone got in huge trouble, and his boss, one of the Canada staff members, also sent home as well because obviously she was overseeing him. And nobody can really make much sense of this. So the
coach even removed herself from the
first game, right? And so essentially, New Zealand filed a complaint with the IOC, the people who oversee the Olympics, and this is it's a huge controversy. I mean, we've for the older folks, you've experienced it with Bill Belichick. And Spygate, and when they were hiring people to watch the training of the other.
They were filming the camera across.
Right.
Across the field.
Exactly.
Almost said pitch. God, I watch too much soccer.
So it's obviously Spygate. Yeah. It's something. Obviously, you're not supposed to do, and it's clearly frowned upon.
I feel like everyone does it in a way, even on Morning Footy, which I got some, some disrespectful DMs because I said, whatever, rubbing is racing. Like people, there's always a little bit of advantage being taken. I think back to Sir Bobby Robson used to do this. Jose Mourinho, you remember Andre Villas-Boas? He was the Tottenham manager for a while, and then he became the Zenit St. Petersburg manager. He was originally. How he got to start in football was he's a rich kid, but he lived in the same building as Sir Bobby Robson and was like, oh my God, dude, he loved tactics so much. He wanted to help. Ends up getting involved with Mourinho during his time in Porto. And Mourinho sends him out to be his spy. So he would spy on the other team. One of their famous tactics, which actually worked, was he would pretend to be a British tourist or a tourist from another city and would just happen upon another stadium and go, oh, I was told you guys were doing tours today. I flew all the way here just for this. And other teams would be like, oh my God, well, get in here. And someone would walk them around, explain to them, and then let them sit and watch training. And they would be like, oh, I don't know anything about football. What's happening? And they're like, oh, well, that's a striker. And meanwhile, they're taking notes. This tactic worked.
Unbelievable.
Sir Bobby Robson started this. He would get his assistants who were English to go out and pretend to do this. This is what, to me, it's like, I get that we're all like appalled, and we should be. You should not cheat, especially when in the Olympics, which is like, come on, integrity is kind of the whole thing here. Someone tell the Russians. But integrity is part of it. You should have integrity to do this, especially to get caught doing it against New Zealand, a team you should be without cheating.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing. But at the same time,
they did beat them. They played earlier this morning, and they did win 2-1.
But what I'm saying is, you should beat them. You know what I mean? It's to feel like the need to have to cheat is, especially when you're the gold medal winner last time.
And then it was discovered that they did it twice, not just once. They flew the drone over training twice, which again, I don't understand the. Was it like a rogue staff member that was like, hey, I'm gonna try to.
I got an idea.
Yeah. And it's like because it seemed like the coach and the rest, and basically all the statements were like, we didn't know this was going on.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of confusion as to like,
it's like, was he trying to get footage for his reel? Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, I'm just trying to get, I'm getting an editor's reel, director or something. It makes no sense, and it's such a look. It has nothing to do with the players themselves. It's just such a like stupid and silly thing to do. I don't even know if it happened once. You would think like, oh, maybe he was just like testing it out and whatever.
Right, there's like plausible deniability, whatever it is. But I think the worst thing is the people were saying like the team should forfeit or the players, like the team should have some. Don't punish the players. The players weren't flying the drones.
Yeah, look,
for the most part, it looks like they didn't know about this.
Exactly. I'm not necessarily saying that there shouldn't be some severe penalty, because if that ended up being the penalty, I'd kind of understand. I mean, you see with in the other events in the Olympics, anything, if doping is like the sort of the serious case, but if there's any sort of sign that anybody is like trying to gain an advantage in an illegal way, they're like, you're done.
Yeah, you can't cheat in the Olympics.
You can't. They're not even a little bit. They
That's
don't
like
even
a big part of it. You know what I mean?
Dude, even from whenever, like in the 1800s, when the damn Olympics started, they were
when the dude ran 26.2 miles and collapsed to tell them. I don't know what he was. I forgot what the note was.
When did the Olympics actually start?
That was the first. That was the start of it.
No, but it had to be like, I said 1800, but it had to be way earlier.
No, way earlier.
Yeah. How long? How long is it? Anybody look it up? I'm just curious. Had to be
1600s.
16?
Or has it been going on for 2,000 years? Has it? Did they host the Olympics at the Coliseum in Rome? No.
Probably. Right?
I don't think so. I don't
know. All right. Well, we're learning today. Any news?
It seems like an easy thing to Google.
Well, we got two people. First modern games. Okay. Okay.
So 1800s was right.
All right. Yeah. For some reason, I just thought it was much, much longer, but I'm, whatever.
Wow. The history of the Olympics can be traced back to nearly 3,000 years to the ancient Greek games.
Look at that.
So, they were in the Greek games.
Was anybody flying drones during?
There was one guy attached to rope. Like, looks like they're gonna use lions. Yeah.
So wow, just a ridiculous situation and embarrassing, really, for Canada, who a country that does not need to do this at all. It really makes no sense, regardless of the opponent. You're literally the best team. Yeah. Why are you doing this? It makes no real sense. So.